Good morning, everyone. Wherever you are, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I hope you had a good day so far. I'm wishing you to have a pleasant rest of the day as well. Right, again, another daily update. Today it's the 11th of July. And this is Bitcoin again. And let's have a look today. What is Bitcoin is doing? Right, okay, here we are. Bitcoin hasn't done anything much, on the aspect of these levels, right? So it's the daily, and what we have here, a struggle, right? It doesn't know where it wants to go. Goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down, and technically we are stuck on the same position. Nothing has changed. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Before I do that, just for the new guys, if they don't know what are these shapes here, that area has been marked as my rejector point, a strong rejector point, which is going to be around 53 and 50. Right, and I have a level line 51.9, 52-ish. Okay, the red line, the bold red line here, it's the pivot point. What's the pivot point? Let me go to the monthly. It will be more visible. So the pivot point is when we had the previous bull market top of the bodies, right? And that supposed to, we broke that. Right, so that was resistance, we broke above, and we're supposed to hold this as support. So I marked that level, right, based on the previous bull market, and we're supposed to stay above this level, and that's why we're ranging. And back then we used to say, as long as we're holding this, it's going to be okay. Also, we were looking for that correction. Remember, we had a great push to the up, and we didn't have any correction. And taking a little bit of consideration what happened in the past, that was a big push. We had the correction, and then we had another push, and then we had the end of the bull market, and then we had the bear market. Okay, so what was the push roughly in percentages? Around 50-55%. Okay, now 50% is the minimum. It can go a little bit deeper. If you've seen my previous videos on the daily updates, we did spoke about why I expect between 50 and 70 according to the historical data that we have on Bitcoin. But let's take let's say the 50. Whereabouts is the 50? Around the 50 area is where is the 37.3. Now, do I expect this time to go all that far? It sounds a little bit scary for a price to start from 73 to go all the way down to 37, right? People will think that it's crashing and that Bitcoin is broken, and that the bear market is back. It's not like this, okay? 50% is 50%, but because we are higher, the 50% is going to be a little bit deeper, and that creates a little bit of panic. But yeah. If Bitcoin comes to 37.3, that will be the proper correction. Okay, so far we are in the phase of the correction. We lost that support, the pivot point, and we're looking where is the next level. And the next level is here, and then it's going to be down here, and then down there. But we need to take things step by step, level by level, right? We're not going to jump into other guns now. Now this is a monthly. Let's bring the indicators very quickly. Stochastic RSI is still dropping. Here we are, still dropping on its way down on the monthly. Okay, RSI is still dropping. Okay, and about the delta, we've got some negative pressure, but it's not that big deal. Like on the left, you see that we had huge candles here. It's just very tiny ones. Okay, so that's why this progress of the down movement, that correction, is so slow. It's not volatile, it's not sudden. Okay, let's go to the weekly, zoom in a little bit. I spoke about the weekly stochastic RSI cross up. We are excited about that one. It's time wise, it's about right. we need to wait until the end of the week if we're going to have a confirmation of this cross up. Remember, the points are not fixed. Yeah, the last points. More detailed explanation about that on the previous daily update. Right, okay. So this is the levels, that's the lines and the shapes that I have here, trying to explain to you what's going on. Let's go now to more closer look. I've got 2 hours. Okay. We spoke about yesterday about these nice lovely wicks. The buying pressure is pushing up. Also yesterday we spoke, let me go to the 90 minutes. We spoke about breaking the structure. Remember, that was the pivot point, that was the downtrend. You know, that was breaking the structure, and it broke the structure and then came back under it. Not a good news. Weakness to break above this level and stay above, right? So it dropped again. Not in a great deal so far. Okay, so again the question is where now? Okay, so either it's going to push one more time to come up here and trying to break it as it did before. And why do I say this? Because technically you see all the lows are going higher and higher and higher, right? So it will make sense that they're going to try push one more time. Now how strong it's going to be, that's the question. We need to wait a little bit and see, right? And you know how I go level by level, and you know, I don't take any action until I see some proof. Will be, you know, a good idea for you to trying to get somewhere in now. Yes and no. It's not, you know, it's not absolute. What do we see here? That was the a previous, like a flipping point, right? So that was support, and he lost it. Now it was resistance, and then he came back, support, and then he lost it. You know, came down again twice. So that's a level that you may need to watch out, like the next few hours, right? Today and tomorrow, you need to watch what's going to happen with this level. Now, we're not going to be surprised if I'm going to bring my gangster fib or mafia fib, or what you want to call it, or Olympic fib, because we're going into the Olympics, right? And we've got plenty of lanes here. So let's have a look and bring my gangster fib. This is a 4-lane gangster fib, okay? And you can see that the gangster fib is giving you levels for you to pay attention, okay? If I turn this around, because I've got templates, and break it down to, oh, wrong tool, all habits, that was a true gun box. So let me do the fib. Here we are, the fib. Let me go into 4 sections, the same levels as the gun box, and with the numbers here with the levels. So here we are, we have the levels right now. If I break it down to 8, what I was saying yesterday, now you can see why I was targeting these levels, right? Here it is. Have a look, and you can see what is going on. Even with the 8-lane gangster fib, you can see that, you know, he's reacting to these levels. And yesterday, also spoke that, you know, we need to see if we're going to stay above this level. If not, then, you know, the 2 levels that you need to pay attention is going to be that one and that one. So this is where we are now, right? So we got stuck in this level, right? So today, again, same thing. You got the levels marked out, and you need to see, you know, how it's going to go. Is it going to come back and claim it and trying to attack one more time this level? Possibly. Otherwise, you're going to come down here, lose it, and then come down, and lose it, and then come down, and you're going to mark again. You know, you're going to target the red line, the 50% of the lane. Okay, so, you know, we're going to take things step by step. You know, don't rush into things. Let's see the rest of the market, what it's doing. Let's bring the cash flow. Here's the cash flow. Let's have a look a little bit what is going on around the market. So here's got Bitcoin index, dominance on the right, T1 in the middle lane, T3 on the right of the middle lane, USD dominance on the bottom left lane, and Dixie on the bottom right. So technically speaking, everything is flat. So I assume there is a lot of fear going on in the market and people don't know what to do. They are confused, right? So we need to understand that, T3 is not moving, T1 is not really moving, dominance is not moving. So we have kind of, people, I'm not going to say panicking, but people are trying to see what's going on. They're trying to guess which direction it's going to go. Other people are going to wait for others to move the market. So this is kind of a little bit, wandering around what is going to happen next. Okay, that's why we need to mark the areas, the levels, to see what's going to happen. Now, remember also that when Bitcoin is stable, right, it's not moving. Usually the altcoins will have let's say an opportunity to move a little bit, right? So let's have a look on bubbles. Let's bring the bubbles very quickly. Let's have a look what's going on with the bubbles. Let's have a look. Okay, it's like 50-50. Some of them are green, some of them are red. This is the day, 24 hours. It's a reset. It resets every midnight. Okay, so since midnight, 8% on SDX, say 6.3, bread -6, Manta, right, is moving a little bit. OM, Acash -5, AVAX -6, Render -7. So majority of them are taking the heat, right? Okay, the big ones are taking the heat. Some of them stand out a little bit. Let me check with Bunda Bubbles. Right, let's go to Bunda Bubbles. And why? Because we have an option there to watch out with the narratives. So here's Solana narrative. Everything is red apart from GME, 70% up. Spike, I don't know what that is. Go figure. All these meme coins are going to pop up in a Solana ecosystem, right? Binance, again, majority of them red. Okay. Let's go to base. Some of them green, some of them red. Yeah, okay. What else you want to look for? Ethereum. Let's have a look on Ethereum. Prime 9.1. Okay, interesting. LDO 4.8. Zero, it got the hit 12%. So what I usually like to do is I like to see who took the big hit, right? It's two schools. Either you're gonna go for one that is moving, aka are you gonna try to chase the one that is already moving? Well, depends, when it is. Is it in the start or is it already been doing that for hours and hours? You have to judge. You need to judge about that one. Or you're gonna take the one that it takes a lot of heat and you expect that's gonna do a great recovery. Okay. You need to investigate this. Do your own research. Like zero, 12% down when render is only 7, right? Okay, it's an altcoin, zero. So you may find interesting to have a look on zero. Why not? I mean, let's bring zero up. Here we are. Let's bring the zero. Let's go. Bybit. Why not? Let's bring the zero. Here we are. The zero. I hope it has a lot of information. It has. Here we go. So it dropped in. Okay, it dropped it. So let's see if we can find. And you see that the stochastic RSI on the 90 minutes is flat down in the bottom. So maybe you're gonna have another opportunity for another push, right? And let's have a look. How when every time zero is ready to move, how much does it move, right? So if that is the case, how much did it move? 70%. Okay. Second time, how much did it move? 61%. Not bad, right? So the third move, how much it was? 24%. It's not bad moves, right? And you can see that it's slowly it's getting weaker and weaker, right? All the moves, the up moves, are getting smaller. Let's go into the weekly. Let's do quick draws. Can I use the weekly? Yeah, I can. The price action, the current price is right here. And I have a previous weekly candle that I have information above, historical information above and below the current price. Okay, I like it. So let's bring the gangster fib. What I'm going to do, I'm going to use the magnet shortcut, which is the control key. or maybe the command on Mac. I'm not sure, but it's going to be Control or Command. And it's going to lock only, it's going to give you the option to go only in 4 sections of the candle: the high, the close, the open, and the low. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that it's locked on the high. The bottom one is going to lock on the low. Double click, and then I'm going to change the values. The second row, right? I'm going to change the values. By that, I mean, 4 is okay. I'm going to do that a little bit to the left, so I have more area to play with. I'm happy with it. I'm going to lock it, and then I'm going to go down to whatever time frame you like. Would you like the 30 minutes, 15 minutes? It's fine by me. And here you have the levels, right? So you see, even that I draw it on a previous week high, you can see that we found a lot of rejections. Look, all these bodies are under that line, right? Big wicks on the top. That was a great sign for you to say, okay, that's it, I'm taking my profits. If you open along, if you didn't, then it's time for you to short it, right? And it come down. So what is the majority of the levels that you see a big support down here, right? So here's your support. Okay, so you say, okay, I see this level. What's the level? 3.78. Okay, so that level again is acting as support. So you're going to pay attention around this area and build up again a new position, and possibly, if that wants to spike up again. So you're going to pay attention to these levels. Okay, you can bring the indicators up a little bit. Use the high time frame indicators, like the higher the indicator, the better it is. It's going to give you less noise. Okay, the 12 hours was the daily. Not a lot of information on Bybit. It's trying to cross up. The 12 hours is kind of giving you a bearish divergence. Nice, interesting. Okay, no wonder why the every spike up is getting weaker and weaker. So we have a divergence. Well, I mean, how do you see the divergence? You have the indicator. Let me drag the line here. So you have an indicator that is giving you, right, all the highs going lower and lower, right, while the price action is giving you highs and highs. All the highs are getting higher and higher. So this is divergence. Price action is doing one thing, indicator is giving you another thing. In this case, right, you're going to give priority. Don't be surprised about that one. You're going to give priority to the indicator. If the indicator is telling you that it's getting weak and it's looking not good and it's going to be like more bearish, trust the indicator on this case, right? We all know that the indicator compared to the price action is a lagging indicator, but we're not looking the current values, right? We're not looking these. We're looking the overall picture. Right, so trust the overall picture to the indicator. As the real-time values, yes, price action has priority. It's real-time, right? Indicators are lagging a little bit. They need to calculate historical data, right? And stochastic RSI, if I recall correctly, it goes 13 periods back. So it has to calculate. This is a 12-hour. It needs to calculate the past 13 12-hour candles in order to give you these values, right? So it's getting prepared to give you another cross down. Okay, here we are. It's preparing to give you a cross down. Okay, we'll see how that is going to be. The slow is lagging a little bit. These two lines are, right? The yellow one is the fast one, which is the RSI, and the gray one is the slow one, which is the average. So it's an average line of the fast one, okay? So what it does, it divides the value of the fast one by 13. So it's giving you a more smoother line. That's why you don't have sub edges on the gray, and you do have on the yellow, right? So the gray is the average of the yellow. But we use it, these two lines, we use them to see the crossings, right? So the first one is turning around, so it's going to cross soon. So we're going to wait for the next few hours. So possibly, when we start looking on zero and dropping that badly, we said, oh, maybe we're going to look for a bounce, right? The indicator is giving you a divergence, and you're like, we need to be careful. Okay, you see how the TA will give you, let's say, a warning, so to say, hey, watch out for this one. RSI dropping. Okay, what is the RSI again? Kind of down slope, right? All these highs are going lower and lower, right? Kind of. Not a big clean slope as the stochastic RSI, but still in a down move, right? Okay, so we're gonna watch about that one. It broke the previous low, right? Very tiny there, but it's broken. It's getting broken. ASO, okay. ASO is telling me that the positive kind of losing steam, right? So it's going down. The positive, negative is coming up. So what's that kind of sign? That kind of sign is telling you that the sellers are building up the position, right? So that looks upwards. So the negative is picking up and the positive is dropping down. So you understand what's going on, right? So let's go to a smaller time frame. Let's go to 6 hours and have a look. 6 hours, again divergence, right? This is a high and this is a low high. This is a high and this is a high. Another divergence. So maybe 0 will have more room to go all the way down. So what are you going to watch on 0? Well, you're going to watch these levels, right? These levels here. That if it's going to lose that, when and if it's going to lose that, then you're going to target that area down here. Okay, all these up move is going to get cleared and it's going to come down to these levels, and the next level that you're going to watch is the 3.1. now if Bitcoin's going to drop, that obviously is going to help. Okay, it's going to, you know, it's like the Sparta movie. You are sitting on the edge and someone's going to push you down, screaming on you, Sparta. So yeah, something like that is going to happen. So Bitcoin is going to push that 0 all the way down to the pit hole. Right, so here we are. We need to watch this down. Okay, so again, why? Because this is the pivot point. This is, you know, the down trend, so to say. Yeah, it was a down move. Something happened here that pushed the price up. Okay, so that's the pivot point. That's an order block. So that is the next big area that you need to pay attention. You don't target the bottom of the order block, you target the top of the order block. So technically speaking, if I put a little line there, 3.10 to be precise. Okay, so this is the area that you need to pay attention when and if 0 is going to lose that level, the 3.7, then we're going down all the way to 3.10. Okay, so far it doesn't look good. Okay, we've seen that all the up moves are getting weaker and weaker, right? That was a good sign as well, that, you know, every push to the up is getting, that was a nice massive 75%, right? And that was another massive all the way up to 61%. And then you see that the next push, even the lowest, even that one here, okay, after the clear out, it was only 23%. So you can see that it's losing steam, right? So maybe if it's going to lose structure, if it's going to lose the 3.7, you know, it's going to head down. Okay, that's not a bad thing. So watch out for 0. If it builds a position, like if it builds support here and holds and manages to hold it and not lose it, less likely. But let's say if it's going to hold it, then you can build, you know, some positions. Otherwise, if you're going to lose that, then you know where you're going to target. You're going to target all the way down to 310. That's about a quick look and quick TA on a token. That we found in the bubbles, that it was dropping massively, and you know, we thought, where is going to be the bounce? Well, if it comes all the way down, the bounce will be around the 310. And look, previously as well, I mean, you know, it started from here, and then the next correction, it came close to that order block, right? That was the order block. I mean, not close, I mean, it hit the order block, right? So here's the order block. And that's the a strong momentum, right? That is an order block there as well, right down here, but very small momentum, right? It did not break structure. The previous highs, it did not got broken. It got broken with this order block. So that is a high value order block. That is a medium value order block. So we pay attention to that one. Okay. So next time, what happened? It came back to that order block. It touched that order block and got pushed up again. Okay. So Same thing again. You expect the ideal scenario, you expect for the price of 0 to come back again into that order block, right? And then people will find another opportunity to buy in. So yeah, again, once again, 310.45, that's it. So we're gonna wait for 0. Now, if you wanna wait for shorts, if someone shorted it because of the weakness up here, well done, congratulations. That was the weekly candle. I mean, let's go to the 90 minutes. Here we are. And that was the previous week high. Okay, so it lost it and it's coming down. So you lose that again. If someone is going short from here, well done, you carry on. If someone wants to get in later, like today, tomorrow, you need to make sure that you lose this level. When you lose this level, then you're going to target that level, and then later you're going to target that level, and the optimal target will be like the 314 with 310, right? This is where you're going to start looking to take profits on your shorts. Okay, and it's not going to be that bad. I mean, what's the percentage on the way down? I know that on the way down we don't make a lot of money. We make less, but it's better than nothing. Okay, do you lose 1, 2, 3 lanes? It's 17%, right? Imagine doing that on 5x. Not bad. Okay, it's going to be like 85% profit. It's not bad. Okay, I know most of you are degens there. You're gonna do more than 5. I trust that. I trust my gut that I have the feeling that you're gonna do more than 10 or 5x and 10x and stuff like that. But don't. Be safe out there, right? Okay, I want to see you the day after tomorrow and the day after in 6 months, right? I want to see you still trading, right? Not struggling, not being broke, and not being, I want to see you succeed and be successful and, drive yourselves towards financial freedom. That's the target, okay? Financial freedom, it means that you don't need to worry about money, okay? You're going to have all your expenses covered. I'm going to do a lesson about that, how you're going to move yourself to financial freedom. Well, it's not kind of a lesson, it's like sharing my knowledge, okay? I like that. I'll share my knowledge. Okay, guys, so this is about 0. Let's go back to Bitcoin. Bitcoin again, step by step, right? This is a big lane, the 59, and then, the next lane is 52, right? We have a big rejection around 53. Okay, this is the 53 line. So, yes, in the big, we spoke about that yesterday. On a big scale, we're still down trading, okay? Bitcoin hasn't reversed yet. That was the investigation area. That is a possible reversal. What do we have? We have this low. We have this high, which did not break the previous high. Okay, on a smaller time frame, 90 minutes. This is the high before the reversal. There's the sign of the reversal, the pivot point. That's the high. It did not break it. It came down again, trying to break it now. So we have the first high. Okay, that's a low, a high low, and that's the first high. And now we need to see what's going to happen. This is the area that we need to pay attention, and this is going to be the high low, or is it going to continue to go down and give us a high low somewhere, another low? Well, I don't know if it's going to be a high or lower. If it's going to be above the red line, then it's going to be a higher low, but if it's going to break the red line, it's going to be a lower low. Okay, so that reversal still is being extended. It's not confirmed yet. Okay, so we need to pay attention, unfortunately, for the next few hours. A bit boring day. Maybe you're not going to be very, very interested on Bitcoin because it's not moving. Maybe you want to look on the altcoins, but in general, if Bitcoin's going to go down, be careful with the altcoins. Is it smart to go long, or is it smart to go short? If Bitcoin's going to drop, and if Bitcoin showing signs of weakness, then I think you have higher probabilities of going short. Okay, remove these lanes a little bit to clear a little bit of space here. Let's bring the weekly ranges. Let me enable the weekly. Let me clear out some of the other noise out there. I'll clear that. I'll clear the pivot point. Here we are, nice and clean chart. Now the object tree, or what you see here on the object tree, is only for Bitcoin USDT. If you switch to another token like 0, for example, and go to my object tree, you have other stuff here. Okay, the object tree, it has to be for the chart that you're looking at. So here's my Fibonacci, the gangster fib. Here it is, right? It has nothing to do with the other token I was watching. So this object tree is dedicated to this chart. Going back to Bitcoin, and we have other stuff here. All right. So here is the weekly range, Monday range, so to say. The green lines are Monday. That was the Monday low. That was the Monday open. This is the Monday high. This is the 50%, and so yeah, we updated the yellow line, which is the daily open. And let's have a look and see what's going on, right? Okay, this is the we set up on the Monday highs and Monday mid, right? Everything. So today we open here. So this is a daily open. I always update every day. I update the yellow line. So here is the daily open. So the price is above the daily open, right? It is above the Monday open. It's below the Monday high. Okay. And it's kind of giving a sign of weakness, right? Since that it opened and trying to push up. Let me zoom in a little bit. Let's do it a little bit, tracking. You can use the path tool. So it opened, it went a little bit down, and then it pushed the up, right? And then found a huge rejection, continuation order block. So it hit the order block. It got pushed down, right? It went all the way down here. And then it got pushed up again. So technically, we're doing a zigzag, right? Goes down, goes up, goes down, goes up, and then we found some weakness here, right? So this is like it's stalling, right? We don't have buyers to push the price up, and we don't have sellers to push the price down. So it's like, as we said before in the beginning, people are just watching and waiting to see, what the market's going to do for them to take some action. So we are pausing. Okay, so far, the Asia is we are towards the end of the Asia, right? It's 10 o'clock my local time, so we've got a few hours of Asia. Just now, the EU is gonna be open, is it? Let me check again. Let's bring that up here and let's go and have a look on the clocks. What do we have here? Yep, Hong Kong, Singapore towards the end, Shanghai and Tokyo are closed. London just opened, right? 10 minutes ago, London and Frankfurt just got opened. Okay. Speaking of which, let's see how much is the fear. Let's see the market. Fear 29. Okay, people are scared. They don't know what's going on. Last week was 44. Now we dropped 28 and 29. When that goes even lower, right, that is a good sign for us. When it's extreme fear, that is the time that you need to buy. Okay, let's have a look a little bit about the alt season. Alt season is going to be terrible on that chart as well, I'm sure. So let's go to the alt season. Let's have a look. Alt season 31. Okay, it's increasing. Okay, not bad. It's increasing. It was a bit lower, so it's trying to push up a little bit. Okay, I understand why. It's the little bit. The investigation that we're doing. If there is going to be a confirmed reversal, this is why. Let's see a little bit hype, a little bit. It's moving away. It was, how much was that? 16, and then it went all the way up to 27, and they came back to 23, and now it's 31. Okay, progressing slowly, it's trying to steer away and go higher. We're still far away. Who is performing quite well? Ton, Pepe, Bonk, Cash. Okay, TRX. Yeah, okay. So here's Bitcoin. So who's doing? Who is doing better than Bitcoin overall? Who you have above? BNB, Solana, AR, ETH, Uni, XMR, Cars, Bonk, Pepe. You see, Bonk and Pepe, meme coins, you're not going to bet on them, but they're performing quite well. Cars is good, right? Ton is good. XMR is good. Not a lot of people talking about XMR, but it's good. That'll be a nice t-shirt. Yeah, okay, I like that t-shirt. Right, okay, let's have a look a little bit the rainbow. Here we are. two models of rainbow. We are in the buy section. Nice. Can I zoom in into that? Full screen. Okay. Is that the best I can do? Yeah, the best I can do. Zoom in technically with a browser. So I think because it, okay, thank you very much, that's enough. So that is bold, so I assume that it's like in the buy rainbow section, right? I don't know if you believe in the rainbow. So what they're trying to tell you is that, when is a good time for you to buy in general, and that is like a rainbow moving with Bitcoin. Now it's a downtrend, so it's going to go lower. So if it's going to go lower, what is the next level? Basically a fire sale. Okay, so we're moving towards the basically fire sale. Of course, we are interested for the discount, don't we? So that's the rainbow. What about the old model? Old model, it says still cheap. Okay, that's the. Oh, hold on a minute. Is that the old one? This is Bitcoin Rainbow, and this is the new Bitcoin Rainbow 2023. Okay, I'll beg your pardon. So that's the old one, that's the new one. Okay, the new one you can zoom. Okay, let's thought about that one. So here we are. Still cheap, it says. This is where we are. And then it's going to, if it comes a bit lower, then we're going to go to accumulate, which is discount area again, right? To go all the way down here, we'll see. We'll see, guys. We'll see. So here you have all the tools. I love the tools. Let's have a look and see what's going on the financial calendar based on crypto. So today, Thursday, CPI today. Okay, month to month, year to year. Okay, expect volatility. That's why. Now it makes a bit more sense. That's why the market is not moving, because they don't know what the Americans are going to come up with. And tomorrow again, Friday, we knew the whole week is going to be a little bit terrible, because the full week is full of stuff. Okay, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow they're going to have PPI month to month. Okay, so tomorrow is going to be a tough day. Today, tomorrow. So expect what? Volatility. Expect volatility. So I'm not going to say that you shouldn't trade. That's the safest and thing to say, that when these meetings are coming up, you're going to have some volatility moves and you don't know which way it's going to spike. You see, it went all the way up very quickly and then all the way down very quickly. So it's going to burn you either way, right? Because it's like a kind of gamble. You're trying to guess which way it's going to go, and you're trying to guess that it's going to go higher, and then boom, comes down and breaks it down. So be careful, because if you're going to get these caught by the wrong direction, you're going to get burned. Okay. You can trade it, of course you can trade it, but please trade it with low leverage to make sure that you don't get messed up. Okay. You don't want to lose a lot of money. So you do take advantage of the move, right? But go in low leverage so you don't get burned. If it goes against you, you have enough time to get out with small losses, okay? Or have a type stop loss. Don't go without a stop loss. Not today, because of volatility. Every trade, every day, go with stop losses, okay? Now, let's bring the indicators a little bit. We got on the smaller time frame. Yeah, we had a small divergence, right? So that was a low high between these two. That was a high, a low high. That was a high, and that was a divergence. It went down all the way. I don't know how much it dropped. How much did it drop? From here to there, it dropped 2.2% for the Bitcoin. And again, we got a low high, so a weakness. A smaller time frame, a small weakness. Maybe we're going to hit the Monday high and then it's going to come back again. Who knows? We're going to see. Have a look what's going to happen. Okay. In general, the price is above the daily open, so it's going to target the Monday high, and then possibly it's going to target the weekly mid. All right. I don't know if it's going to be that strong today and target the weekly high, but at least step by step, what you're gonna see is gonna target that area, maybe possible that area, no, and then maybe it's gonna come up and then it's gonna come down again because of the volatility of the meetings. We see how good the meeting is gonna be. In general, they say that the documents have been leaked, right, and they see that the market is gonna be positive, right? Now, I don't know if the leak is real. I don't know if the outcome is going to be real. The market makers are smart. You don't know if the leak was intentional to give the hope to people and they're going to start buying and they're going to drop it. You never know. Market makers are smart. They're going to drive the market either way to grab liquidity. Okay, so just be careful. Another tool. Let's bring another tool up there. Let's bring another tool up. Let's go to coin glass. Let's have a look at a bit on coin glass and let's see if we can find an area of interest. Let's do a little bit a small investigation and see, can we see where the liquidity is? Okay, only for the past 24 hours there's a big liquidity on the top, around 58, 3, 4 and 5, so between 58 and 58 and a half. Let me go to simple Bitcoin. Okay, I have liquidity. Let's go a bit higher on a time frame. Okay, it's taking a little bit of time to load. Come on, what's up today? Okay, yeah, I mean on the larger time frame, and there's not a lot of liquidity build up. I mean, we have more liquidity below. I mean, even go to 6 months and you can see where all the liquidity has been building. The liquidity has been built all the way down here at the bottom. You see the downtrend. Okay, it's a downtrend. This is a high, that's another high, that's a low high. So it's still a downtrend on the bigger scale, and there's a lot of liquidity down here on 49, so 50. There's a lot of liquidity there. Also short liquidity. All these short positions, they build all these stop losses up there, so there's major liquidity up there as well. So 1.8 billion around when 74. Okay, so we've got some liquidity below and we've got some liquidity above. We are closer to the bottom, but that doesn't mean that it will not turn around. Let's have a look what happened today and yesterday. So here we are. You have the last 24 hours. So it ignores the data before ignores the data before 10 o'clock last night. Okay, so it's looking only the data after the 10 o'clock. So according to this data, is looking the minor liquidity. So we've got 8 million, 12 million, 13 million at 56.8, and we got 11 million on 58.5. And it's more closer to that, so it will make sense to come up and grab that one and then come down all the way down to clear these both liquidity, the short-term liquidities, right? 24 hours, it makes more sense that it's going to go a bit higher. The 24 hours, it goes a bit more deeper in time. It goes all the way back in time, so it's looking 2 days back. So it's looking at the liquidity based on these 2 days data, right? So it makes sense that it's going to go and grab the top and then possibly it's going to come back down. So you know what the possible is going to happen, right? The possibility is going to come up, grab some liquidity from here, clear all these pools, and then it's going to come down possibly and grab all the liquidity around these areas, at least these areas first, and then maybe it's going to target that area. Okay, we've got to be careful about that one. So that's it about today. I don't want to keep it very, very long. It's already 45 minutes. I think it's long enough for a daily update. We've seen all the aspects. We've seen, the possible directions. We've seen that we have, yes, it is a little bit bullish short term. We are still on a downtrend. We saw some weakness. We have the meetings today and tomorrow. So there's going to be a little bit panic move today, high volatility. So possibly we're going to come up, clear some liquidity, and then come back again, clear some liquidity, and then we're going to end up in the Monday range. It looks like it. Okay. So be careful today. Make sure that you have your stop losses in places, right? Yes, do grab the volatility as an opportunity, right? But make sure that, if it's going the wrong way, do not say, oh, it's going to turn around, right? Close it and make sure that you find another entry. In general, to be the safest is stay out of it. But if you want to take an opportunity and you are very disciplined, then yes, grab the opportunity, right? Volatility, this is what we want. And technically what I want is a trend, okay? I don't want spasmodic moves. I don't want it going up and then come down. No, I want a trend. I want to get in here and get out there. Okay, I need the whole move. I don't want little tiny moves up and down like this. Okay, I need a trend. So a recap: we have still the reversal still play, but it's a question mark. It's not yet a confirmation. We have the meetings. A little bit of manipulation. Do expect a manipulation. There is some liquidity pools above and some liquidity pools below, right? So watch out what it's gonna do. Okay, be safe out there. Watch out with the altcoins. If Bitcoin's gonna move 1-2%, altcoins gonna move like 10-20%. Watch out. Yes, grab the opportunity, but make sure you are safe. Okay. We spoke a little bit about Zero. Another day, Alcon spoke, which are my top, let's say, crypto tokens that has utility. I shared that picture, tile presentation slide. I did share that with you guys. Make sure that you in general, you are investing in time and in money in projects that they can last. Okay, so you need to increase your possibilities. Meme coins. It's a thing that happens on this bull market, right? You don't know what's going to happen next year. Okay, so be careful where you invest your time and money. Short term, of course, you're going to grab those that they move. We need the movers, okay? But for you to have, towards a swing trade direction or an investor type of character, you need to bet on tokens that they have utility A and B, that they can last in time. No one knows what's going to happen tomorrow, right? Remember, we had the Luna dropping, okay? We had the Luna crash, we had the Solana crash, we have the FTX crash. You never know. Nothing is for certain, but you need to go with the highest possibilities and probabilities, right? Bitcoin and Ethereum are the strongest ones. I can't argue with that one. Okay, I know that they're slow, they're dinosaurs, but the safest of all. If there is no Ethereum and there's no Bitcoin, there's nothing, right? Altcoins will be dead way before Bitcoin's gonna die. So that's it for me today. Please watch out the areas. Okay, be careful. If it's breaking the Monday high, then it's gonna target the weekly mid range and possibly go all the way up here to that. Order block. Let's go to the 4 hours. Do we have an order block there? This is the 4 hour. The question is, this is a new, a high low. That's a low, a high low, and a second high low, maybe, right? If that plays out as a second, that's the first low, right? The lowest of all. First high low. Is this the second one? That's the question. If he breaks that, goes higher and breaks that, then that will be classified as a solid second higher low, right? But it needs to go all the way up there to get the confirmation, right? Unfortunately, you need to wait. So either you're gonna, bet a little small money here and trying to build it up, and if in case it goes above, you still have, you know, an entry. You can do that as well. Plenty of strategies and approaches out there. But because today is going to be volatile, be careful what is your position. You know, go low entry, right? Small entry. Let the volatility play out today. If it comes lower, you can, you know, add if you expect that it's going to be, you know, the second high low. Be careful, right? Be careful. Manipulation day today and tomorrow. Okay. Yes, we need the volatility. Yes, we need the trend. We need a clear direction. Okay. We had the first signs, early signs. We just need a confirmation. Okay. That's it for me today, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, have a nice, lovely, great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.